Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Mr. Hydra, and this is Rust Console Edition. This is my final sneak peek at my hotel design that I finally decided to call the Hobo Hotel. It runs entirely off of solar panel and holds 5 large batteries, giving me 500 power to play with. And believe me, I make good use of it. Um, you want to be checking out my Powerwall video when that comes out. But anyway, so this is about, I want to say about 75%, 80% built, but it gives you a good idea of what you're looking at in terms of the base. So I thought I'd give you guys a quick tour and, just a quick sneak peek at what's going on in here. Again, this isn't completely done. I am slightly modifying things as we go, but so from here, we have our front entrance. We have the walls slightly angled out to prevent any roof camper or prevent camping. So then that we have good angles. Coming inside of our gatehouse, we have a turret set up over here behind the prison bars, and we also have a gallery floor, 2 shotgun traps, and a large oil refinery. You don't have to have the oil refinery here, but it's a good spot for it. I like it. And if this is actually going to be your base, I would replace those with windows so you can shoot out of from them. And then we also have a shooting platform upstairs. All of this will be automatic, by the way, in my hotel design. So you'll walk up to this door and it'll automatically open. And then once you come in here, it'll automatically create an airlock and then close that door. So just assume that all of these doors are automatic. We have a quick drop loot room here. So if you're coming in, you can quickly drop your stuff and then get back out if you need to. On the other side here, we have our way up onto the roof. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I'll probably make this bedrooms, make this into like a furnace room or something like that. There's 4 of these because we have 4 gatehouses. But again, this is also why I say make these windows if you're making this a base so you can shoot out. And then we also have roof access. So this is the roof. This is where our furnaces go. We have 4 furnaces that are all spread out around the base. Large furnaces. And the reason, and you want to make sure you place your gates the right way. You want that metal thing facing out, because what you can do is you can jump up on these and you can use it as a shooting platform. Right? That's what this is up here and designed for. So you can get right up here and you can shoot everybody down there. And then we also have this peak down right here, so you can shoot anybody that happens to be in your gatehouse. So that's one way of doing it. And then we have another 2 floors. So this China wall here has a stone exterior and then a metal interior plate, making it 12 rockets. If they decide to go through the walls, obviously they can always ladder up if they want to, and just avoid the walls completely. China walls, aren't really the best, but that's also why we've compounded it as well. So all of it only takes 3 stone walls between each gatehouse. So bringing your total to 12 stone walls and then 4 gatehouses. Yeah, so that's that. Again, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that floor up there. So this is where our large furnaces are. We've got 4 of them spread out all the way around the base. And then we also have 4 turrets as well. So we have giving you 360-degree coverage. So no matter where you are in here, a turret is going to be able to see you. Now again, coming into the base, again, these are going to be automatic doors. As you progress, you can upgrade these to high quality doors if you want. And then again, it creates the airlock for you. On this side, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this side yet. I'm thinking about making this into a nightclub. Is it this side? No, this side is actually going to be all the workbenches. So we're going to have all the workbenches, the research table, the repair bench, all of that stuff, and then we have a turret here to keep everybody friendly, because again, this is a hotel design, but it's also a good idea to have the turret there. You could probably make those bars as well, but you lose a bunch of strength if you do. Coming in here, we have a door path. It's 2 garage doors, so 6 rockets, but it's also 6 rockets if you want to go through this way and destroy the turret. Unless you destroy the turret with HVs, then it's a little bit cheaper, but whatever. And then this side over here is where I'm going to make my nightclub. So that'll be a nightclub. I'm going to have lasers. I'm going to have a whole bunch of shit in here. It's going to be awesome. Coming into the core, I have 8 rooms available. Each room is their own separate path. Um, there are 7 doors per room, but there's a 6-door door path. However, because of Rocket Splash, you can get rid of 2 of those doors. So, but in total, I think there's like 50 doors in this bitch. There will be buttons right here to help you get from floor to floor. So if you want floor 1, you push this button. If you want floor 2, floor 3, floor 4. And then each floor also has this laser. So if you hit the laser, it's going to bring you back down to the main floor. This elevator is also on a timer. So right now I think it's set to every 30 seconds. But every 30 seconds it'll automatically bring the elevator back down to the main floor. Again, this is a hotel. People are going to be coming and going a lot. So just like in real life, you want this sitting at the lobby. So let's go take a quick look at a room example. So if you're coming into your room, you're going to open that door. You're going to open your door and you're going to run in. Now, by running in and hitting that laser, it's going to close the door behind you. So you only ever have to open your door on your way into your room. And then when you come into your room, this was designed by one of my subscribers, by the way. Shout out to you, buddy. I appreciate your help in designing all of this with me. He was with me for a couple of hours, so he designed this. But we have one hyper loot room. And then we have a vending machine next to a turret. And I recommend that you damage your vending machine to be less health than the turret, so then that way they both get destroyed at the same time. So any raiders lose everything in there. You also have more door paths, and then you have another hyper efficient loot room over here, and a bedroom. And then if we're in the cold biome, we've also got heaters and stuff. So this is just a quick design for them. Now, the reason why all of these doors were open to begin with is because every door on here, except for the important doors that I don't want people going through, for instance, this door, I only want the person that has access to this door to come through here, which is why you have to open it. Every other door, though, is connected to a base lockdown system. So every 30 minutes, every single door in this base will lock themselves down and close. Or you can set it to an hour, depending on how active your base is. If you're not a very active base, then set it to 30 minutes. If you are an active base, then I would set it to an hour. And then you can just run around the base and not have to worry about anything. Yeah, so every 30 minutes, this will automatically lock down, so you don't have to worry about anybody. You don't have to worry about anybody forgetting to turn off a switch or anything. As long as the base is active and people are in it, it's going to constantly shut itself down, depending on however long you set it. I like 30 minutes. Now, this laser is what activates it, and I would put this laser somewhere in your base. That's the most trafficked area, somewhere that people are guaranteed to walk through all the time if they're coming and going from your base. And then that's going to trigger the lockdown system. And the reason why we have this laser in the first place is because if nobody's online, then none of the doors should be open anyway. The whole base should be locked down. So, um, because it should be locked down, we don't want the doors cycling when the system goes off. Because any doors that are closed, when the lockdown system happens, it'll open the door and then close it right away. So there is potential for people to grief when the door opens. They can run through a couple of doors and then wait. However, um, because of the time limit, 30 minutes or an hour, they're not going to get very far in your base, and chances are someone's going to log in, notice they're in there, and kill them before they can really do any griefing. So, but this is there just in case, so it's not cycling through when you guys aren't active. Um, However, I am going to hit it now so you guys can see what that looks like. I have it set up right now to be every 30 seconds. So in a couple of seconds here, all of these doors are going to close, including the one behind me. Boom. So you don't have to worry about any of the doors being open. And again, this won't activate again until somebody hits that laser. So that way, the last person, when they log off, it'll be 30 minutes or less, and all of the doors will lock down, and your base will be just locked down for the whole night until somebody logs on. They open a bunch of doors, they go through this laser, and then everything is triggered. And then I'll show you what happens when you got a couple. Yeah, see, there you go. So it opens the closed ones and then closes them. And then I also, it's hard to see right here, but I have a laser set up right there. So when you're ready to go, okay, so you're ready to go. You've got everything ready. You just walk up to your door. You don't push any buttons, and it opens your door and calls the elevator for you. And then all you have to do is jump into the laser, and it brings you down to the main floor, and away you go. And then again, all of these doors are automatic. They just open for you. Other than main doors like this, where you actually have to open it. Um, but yeah, and then if we go, we can take a quick look at the roof. Now I know this seems slow, but if you were to do the equivalent of doing a bunch of jump ups, it's just slightly slower to use the elevator than it is to actually jump up everything. And you can also have everybody come up. This is the power system. Again, this is running 5 batteries, 5 large batteries. And then all of my systems. I have 2 specifically for turrets, 1 specifically for my lockdown system, 1 for my gatehouses, because I have 4 gatehouses. And then I have extra power running into those, because I have a whole bunch of cool designs for those. And then I have a spare backup one. So this one runs my heaters, my camera systems, all that junk. And then again, so my elevator went down to the floor. Now it's ready for whoever comes in. And then if this was actually like designed properly and everything was fully functional, there would be another laser here again where I just hit the laser and it'll call the elevator to me. But for now, we're just going to go over here. That's my buddy. So this is the roof. Um, Basically from here on is actually done properly. So you have a nice little peek down right here in order to see into your furnaces. And then coming over here, you have an above peak, so you can see on top of your gatehouse. And then you also have an inner peak, so this is between your China wall and the base. And then again, you have an above peak, and then an above and an inner peak. And then that's going to be continued all the way around. And then up here, that's where I have all of my batteries, my power. And then up on the top is where I do all of my solar panels. There's like 38 solar panels or something like that, giving me 760 power, um, which is just ridiculous. It's more than enough than I need. And yeah, so this is a quick tour.